Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin how to encourage others to talk about themselves. The secret to building connection, one of the most effective ways to create strong relationships, is to encourage others to talk about themselves. People love to share their experiences, thoughts, and feelings, especially when they feel like they are in a safe, supportive environment. When you give others the opportunity to express themselves, it not only helps you learn more about them, but also makes them feel valued and understood. This practice can make a profound impact on both personal and professional relationships, as it fosters trust, empathy, and a genuine connection. Real-life example. The power of asking questions in networking. Imagine you're at a networking event, surrounded by new people, some of whom could become valuable business partners or clients. You could dive straight into talking about your own achievements, your business, and your expertise, but that might leave you feeling disconnected from the others. Instead, try turning the conversation toward them by asking open-ended questions. Take, for example, Michael, a young entrepreneur at a local startup meetup. He was nervous about making connections and wasn't sure how to approach the seasoned professionals in the room. Rather than immediately talking about his business, Michael decided to ask people questions about their work and experiences. He asked, "What first drew you to this industry?" Or "What's been one of the biggest challenges you've overcome in your career?" By asking these questions, Michael didn't just learn about the people he was talking to, but he also made them feel valued. They shared their stories, and they became more invested in the conversation. Michael walked away from the event with not just contacts, but genuine relationships, built through his ability to get others to talk about themselves. The natural human desire to be heard at the core of this idea is a basic human desire, the need to be heard. People want to feel that their thoughts, experiences, and perspectives matter. This need is so ingrained in us that, even in professional settings, we often feel more connected to those who take an interest in our personal stories. It's not just about the facts or the work. We are emotional beings, and we crave recognition and empathy. Take the case of Maria, a manager at a large company who wanted to foster a better team dynamic. Instead of holding endless meetings where she did all the talking, Maria started asking her team members about their personal goals and challenges. She asked them questions like, "What has been the most rewarding part of your work so far? And what do you hope to achieve in the next few months?" Through these simple questions, Maria created an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. Her team members felt valued, not only as workers, but as people. They were motivated to contribute more actively, and the overall team morale improved dramatically. By encouraging others to share their stories, Maria wasn't just managing a team. She was building trust and camaraderie. Using praise and genuine interest to encourage openness, sometimes all it takes to get someone talking is a little bit of praise or a sign of genuine interest. People enjoy talking about their accomplishments, and when you show interest in their success, it often encourages them to open up more. The key is to offer specific, heartfelt praise and show curiosity about their journey. For instance, suppose you meet someone who has just launched a successful online store. Instead of simply saying, "Great job," take a deeper approach. "I saw you've been working hard on your online store. What was the biggest challenge you faced in setting it up?" This type of approach shows genuine interest in the person's work and encourages them to talk more. They may share details about the obstacles they overcame, the strategies they used, and the lessons they learned. This not only makes them feel good, but also gives you insight into their personality, their work ethic, and their character. By practicing this kind of sincere curiosity and praise, you encourage others to feel comfortable sharing, building a stronger rapport and connection in the process. Letting others talk about their passions, people naturally feel more comfortable discussing topics they are passionate about. If you can identify what excites or motivates the other person, you can create an engaging and meaningful conversation that will make them feel at ease. This approach also deepens your connection because you're discussing something they truly care about. Think about Jack, who was attending a dinner party with a group of acquaintances. At first, he wasn't sure how to approach the conversation, but then he noticed that one of the guests, Alice, kept talking about her love for painting. Instead of turning the conversation to his own hobbies, Jack decided to focus on Alice's passion. He asked, "How did you first get into painting?" Or "What's your favorite medium?" As Alice spoke, her face lit up with excitement, and Jack learned not only about her artistic journey, but also about the drive and passion that shaped her as a person. This conversation strengthened their connection and allowed them to bond over a shared appreciation for the arts. It also made Alice feel heard and understood, something that is often more meaningful than anything Jack could have said about himself. Why giving others the spotlight helps you build influence. When you make others feel important, you inadvertently increase your own influence. The more you encourage people to talk about their experiences, their ideas, and their passions, the more they will appreciate your interest in them. This builds a sense of trust, and it's from this trust that influence is born. People are more likely to follow or support those who make them feel heard and valued, because we all want to feel that we matter in some way. Take, for example, Sarah, a consultant who worked closely with a group of executives. Instead of pushing her agenda or trying to be the one to speak the most, Sarah focused on listening and asking her clients about their business challenges. One of her questions was, "What's the most important objective for your company this year?" By encouraging them to speak freely, Sarah gained insights into their concerns and needs, which allowed her to tailor her advice more effectively. Her ability to listen and make others feel like their thoughts were truly important earned her respect and influence. Over time, her clients trusted her opinions more and more, and her career flourished. The more she listened and focused on others, the more her influence grew. The role of empathy in encouraging others to open up. Empathy is a powerful tool when it comes to encouraging others to talk about themselves. People are more likely to share their thoughts when they sense that you genuinely understand or are trying to understand their emotions. Empathy creates a safe space for individuals to open up, without fear of judgment or dismissal. Consider the example of Greg, a counselor who worked with individuals struggling with various personal issues. Instead of diving into solutions right away, Greg spent time empathizing with his clients' situations. He would say, "I can understand how that situation must feel really difficult for you," or "It seems like this has been a major challenge in your life." Through these empathetic responses, Greg showed his clients that he truly cared about their well-being. This encouraged them to share more openly, which in turn helped him provide better guidance. Empathy is the key to fostering an environment of openness, and it is essential for encouraging others to talk about themselves and their experiences. The influence of asking about their interests. If you want someone to open up to you, start by showing interest in what interests them. People often feel more comfortable discussing their hobbies, passions, and opinions than talking about something they think might be uncomfortable or boring to the other person. Asking about someone's interests is a simple way to build a rapport and make them feel heard. Let's take the example of Emma, who was trying to build a connection with her new colleague, Ryan. During lunch, Emma asked Ryan, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Ryan, who had been keeping to himself, perked up and started talking about his love for hiking and exploring the outdoors. Emma, listening carefully, then followed up with, "What's your favorite trail?" This question opened up a whole new conversation about Ryan's hiking experiences, and before long, they were discussing their favorite national parks and the best spots for a weekend getaway. By showing an interest in Ryan's personal hobbies, Emma was able to engage him in a way that felt natural and comfortable. They connected over shared interests and built a friendship based on mutual respect and understanding. Conclusion: the power of encouraging others to talk about themselves. Encouraging others to talk about themselves is one of the most powerful ways to build relationships, foster trust, and influence people in a positive direction. By showing genuine interest in their lives, their stories, and their passions, you not only make them feel valued, but also deepen your connection with them. Whether you're in a professional setting, networking event, or personal relationship, giving others the opportunity to speak freely about their experiences can create an environment where everyone feels heard, respected, and understood. By mastering the art of encouraging others to talk about themselves, you open doors to stronger relationships, more meaningful conversations, and increased influence. People want to feel important, and by listening to their stories, you become the kind of person who makes others feel exactly that, important. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.